Hey guys, and welcome on into today's video where we're going to be doing a review here of the Aspiration Online Bank. I've made a checking account with Aspiration a little over a month ago, and it's been a good experience for me thus far. So we're going to kind of touch on a lot of the positives that you're going to get at Aspiration that you're not going to get at the big banks or the brick and mortar banks. Of course, the big draw here is going to be that 1% return on your checking account, and also free access to any ATM in the world, no fees, and you can pick how much you actually want to spend on your checking account in fees between $0 all the way up to $10. So it's kind of cool that they give you that option as well. Aspiration, they're kind of bucking the trend of the corporate culture of all of the banking institutions, kind of more of a liberal progressive bank. There's a lot involvement here with giving back to charity and not nickel-diming their customers every way that they can, really building a trusting relationship, which is kind of cool, and I'd like to see continue in the future with other institutions going more in this direction. So moving on down here, we're at their homepage right now. They just kind of touch on how the banking industry is broken and some of the financial products that they have here. They have banking as well as investing opportunities. So we'll get a little bit deeper look here. So starting off with their banking, you have a $10 minimum opening deposit. That's another great thing about Aspiration. They don't have these ridiculous initial investments that you need first in their checking account and also in their investing. You only need $100 up front if you want to get into their investing accounts. But moving back to their checking account here, 1% annual percent yield. You're not going to find a 1% return on a checking account almost anywhere, certainly at the big banks and the brick and mortar banks, but even online banks, it's becoming harder to find these 1% at least returns on a checking account. Zero monthly service fees. Like I said, you can pick your fee anywhere from $0 to $10, whatever you think is fair. And then you also can set up joint checking accounts. And for my personal experience with thus far with their checking account, it's been really easy. I've been able to hook it to my PayPal account, to my Google AdSense account. I've been able to hook it over to my Fifth Third old checking account so I can transfer money back and forth between my Fifth Third bank and my new Aspiration account. And also I can set it up to where I can pay off my mortgage at Fifth Third through my Aspiration Bank account. All very simple things that I've been able to set up thus far. Also, setting up my automatic payment on my Discover credit card and my American Express card. That's worked flawlessly thus far as well, so no issues there, at least in my experience. They sent out a debit card when I made this checking account. It came in the mail within about a week or so. And then I also wanted some checks because I have to fill out paper checks for certain things. So I got in contact with their customer service and they sent me a free checkbook, but you only get one free checkbook. After that, you do have to pay for it from then on. But it was still nice that they did send me at least one free checkbook, which was pretty cool of them to do. So moving on from the banking aspect, if you want, you can also simply move the money from your Aspiration checking account into their investing options. They have this Redwood Fund that's fossil fuel free investing in companies with sustainable environmental and employee practices. So they're basically investing in companies for the future, kind of a more, again, liberal, progressive, forward way of looking on these things. And then they also have what's called the Flagship Fund, a low volatility investing strategy aiming for long-term growth with less volatility than the stock market. The fees on these are going to be 0.5% per year. And for an actively managed fund, that is very reasonable. Also, you can pick what kind of fee that you want to pay on these as well. But that's pretty much all of their products. They have the checking account and investing accounts. There's no savings account here, at least up to this point. And I've given you some of my anecdotal experiences with my own checking account that I've made with Aspiration over the past month or so. It's all been great. So I definitely give this bank a thumbs up. And if you're looking for a checking account of an online bank where you can get a pretty good return annually with that 1%, I definitely recommend checking out what Aspiration has to offer. So thanks guys for stopping on in, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.